Here are the key takeaways from the article World Series Game 4. What's next after Game 3 Marathon? White heavy checkmark what happened in Game 3. Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 3 of the 2025 World Series with an 18-inning thriller. The home team won at Dodger Stadium, matching the 2018 World Series 18-inning classic at the same venue. Many players, and especially pitchers, were heavily taxed, e.g., one reliever threw 72 pitches, and the starting catcher on the Dodgers caught the full 18 innings. Direct hit? What's at stake in Game 4? One major storyline is Shohei Ohtani. He had a monster Game 3 at the plate, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 5 walks, and is scheduled to start on the mound in Game 4. His workload from Game 3, running bases, being on base 9 times, raises questions about how deep he can go as a pitcher in Game 4. Both bullpens are understaffed/strained due to Game 3's length and reliever usage. That creates fatigue and strategic issues for both clubs. The article says Game 4 could turn into more of a test of wills than a straight survival story. Magnifying glass tilted left, why this matters. Momentum. A dramatic Game 3 win gives the Dodgers a boost, but the strain from it could hurt them in Game 4. Strategic depth. How the teams manage pitcher fatigue, bullpen availability, and player recovery will matter hugely. Star leverage. Ohtani's dual role, hitter plus pitcher, adds an extra wrinkle. A bad outing by him could swing the series. Endurance. After a game lasting 18 innings, physical and mental fatigue could influence decisions, performance, matchups. Pushpin my take, previewing Game 4. I expect both teams to try to shorter outings from starters, rely more on bullpen early, given both staffs are worn. Ohtani's usage is key. If he tires early, the Dodgers may need to pivot quickly. The Blue Jays might try to exploit tiredness, especially in the early innings, before the Dodgers starter, or Ohtani, settles. Given the drama of Game 3, the psychological edge might lean to the Dodgers. They won, but fatigue may even things out. Los Angeles. Even before Dodgers manager Dave Roberts had time to really process his team's historic 6-5, 18-inning World Series Game 3 win over the Toronto Blue Jays, his mind was already starting to spin to a forward-looking reality. It's one of the greatest World Series games of all time. Emotional. I'm spent emotionally, Roberts said. We've got a ballgame later tonight, which is crazy. It is crazy. Even crazier is that Monday's Game 3 rendered Game 3 of the 2018 World Series as a no longer a once-in-lifetime event. Because now there have been 2 18-inning Fall Classic games at Dodger Stadium, both won by the home team on a game-ending home run. And in both instances, the beleaguered teams had to turn around and play a pivotal game for later the same day. Editors Pix Bassin, 18 innings, 11 runs, a walk-off homer, and an epic Game 3 Jeff Passan 2025 World Series. Takeaways from Dodgers' epic Game 3 win over Blue Jays. ESPN. Thank you, Freddie. Donovan Mitchell. MB top reactions to instant classic World Series Game 3. Anthony Garib. There were about 12 storylines that could dominate a retelling of what we saw Monday, but as we think ahead to what's on tap in Tuesday's Game 4, the same name that dominated the action in Game 3 springs to mind: Shohei Ohtani. We're always noting the things that Ohtani does that no one has done before, and he added another to his list Monday night. No one had reached base more than 6 times in a postseason game until he did it 9 times against Toronto. The easiest part of his night was his 2 home runs, resulting in leisurely jogs around the bases, but he also doubled twice. Then there were his 5 walks, which meant a whole lot of time spent on the base paths. If we were talking about Ohtani, the DH, we wouldn't worry about what that means for the next game, but he in fact is slated to start on the mound in Game 4. The night before a big postseason start, pitchers are usually tasked with maximizing rest. Ohtani played 18 innings. He's spent, Roberts said. He was on base 9 times tonight, running the bases. But he's taking the mound tomorrow. He'll be ready. The challenge for Roberts is manyfold. There is concern that the Monday marathon could impact Ohtani's ability to work deep into the game Tuesday, but the Dodgers very much need him to do so, because both teams had to use every available reliever to circumnavigate Game 3, some with larger-than-usual workloads. New ESPN and Fox One bundle. Bundle ESPN and Fox One and unlock more sports for one unbeatable price. Get the World Series, college football, NBA, NHL, and more. Get access. Will Klein, the newest unsung World Series folk hero who follows in a proud lineage of such emergent October heroes as Howard Emke and Brian Doyle, threw 72 pitches, exactly twice as many as he threw in any big league outing this season. He's probably down, but the other relievers will likely have to suck it up. That includes Clayton Kershaw, who faced and retired one batter to escape a bases-loaded jam in extra innings, but warmed up for 3 innings before he got into the contest. For everyone who played, it was like Survivor. You don't ever plan on playing 18 innings, Roberts said. You just kind of ask more from the player. After the 18-inning win over Boston in the 2018 World Series, Roberts faced a similar spot with the glaring exception that his starter the next night, Rich Hill, had not run the bases 9 times the night before. Hill worked into the 7th inning, given LA desperately needed length. But Roberts called on 6 relievers from his gassed bullpen after Hill departed, and all 6 of them allowed at least 1 run. Of course, everything the Dodgers dealt with Monday, so did the Blue Jays. Manager John Schneider used his entire bullpen, as did Roberts. The Blue Jays' version of Klein was Eric Lauer, who threw 4 2/3 innings of scoreless relief and threw 68 pitches. Perhaps more crucial to Game 4, closer Jeff Hoffman worked 2 innings and threw 33 pitches. Both managers also know there won't be an off day until Thursday, if the series is still going after Wednesday's Game 5. The end of the season is near, and soon a champion will be crowned. But the complications arising from Monday's Classic make all of that seem still so far away. Best of the 2025 World Series. We've got it all covered as the Dodgers and Blue Jays battle for the title. World Series Mega Preview. Predictions. MLB insiders predict the World Series. Ranking Best World Series since 2000. World Series Player Rankings, Best Tools. Longest game in World Series history, Schneider said. They were in the right mindset and the right headspace the entire time. It sucks that it's late right now, but we've got to come back and do it again tomorrow. One position worth noting is catcher. Toronto's Alejandro Kirk caught 11 innings and hit a 3-run homer, but was removed for a pinch runner after drawing a 12th inning walk. He was at least spared the last third of the game, giving him a head start in recovering for Tuesday.